Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at a bunch of different settings for the VR and the new 1.5.4 and just test them out to see what difference they make. So let's get into it. Yeah, just do that. And I'm going to make my DCS full screen because it actually helps with the clicking here. Hold on. There we go. That's full screen. Okay, so what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the VR settings in here, and as you can see, I'm using mouse because I find it a little more easier to use. And what we're going to basically be testing today is the pixel density. I want to kind of see what the difference is. Right now it's on 1, the minimum is 0.5, the maximum is 2.5. We'll go to the extremes and take a look. Now, also in controls, there's something called a UI layer, and there's two things I kind of mapped in here, which is the toggle VR, and you can actually see if I toggle it, it kind of zooms in, and I can see things a lot closer. And there's also recenter. It is kind of weird looking, it feels weird. Is kind of what I'll say about that at this point. I don't know if I'll use it. I think maybe we'll test it out with the A10C when you're going in with the guns, see how it feels, but I don't know. We'll see. So right now we're at 1.0 pixel density, and I can read the menu very easily. I can pick what I need to pick and click start. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of look at the dials, so I can read this fairly easy, this very easy. This is okay. These numbers here are really small. If I use the zoom, I can actually see them. The compass, again, from back here, is a little small to read the numbers. The radios are okay. Most things are okay. Again, it's just really small ones. And we'll just take off. The other thing in 1.5.4 is this crazy grass. Let me zoom in on this grass. I don't like it. I don't know why. It looks weird. Let's go ahead and take off. We'll do a quick flight, and we'll take a look at the zoom in flight here. So I'm zoomed in flight, and it's kind of it doesn't feel natural, even though it's a slow zoom kind of thing, but it still doesn't feel natural to do. So I'm just going to stick with my normal head zoom, which is going in and out, which is what I would do in real life, since you can't zoom in real life unless you have magnifying glasses on your head. So we're just going to go here and land, and then we'll switch aircraft, and we'll see how the other aircraft are. And the other two aircraft I have are the F-15 and the A-10C, and we'll fly them all real quickly with 1.0 pixel density, and then we'll switch to 0.5, and then we'll switch to the other extreme, 2.5, and see how kind of it feels, and see which one I would keep. Oh, a little bit of a rough landing, but that's okay for now. So let's go ahead and switch. Again, it's really easy to read the menu system here, which is I like it, because in the older systems it was kind of harder to read the menus and things like that. So let me go ahead and click on fly, and the HUD's not bad to read. Let me just go ahead and turn around here. So most of the smaller numbers, a tackle meter, things like that, a little harder to read. Let me see if I can zoom in. So over here, these are a little harder to read from the normal sitting position. The dials here are a little harder to read as well. I mean, the switches are. Let me see how the radar is. Radar's not too bad. Kick in the afterburners. Let's do some low-level flying here real quickly. See how she feels. Oh, and I just crashed. Okay, apparently I flew a little too close. But again, it wasn't too bad. Let me switch to the A10C. And the A10C, I'm looking to see how the gun is, because I know with typically with the A10, when I go in for the gun attack, I'm usually zooming in. So let's just go ahead and pick up point here. Alright, we'll go ahead and I'll zoom in. It's a little nauseating, actually. I think I just prefer it back here. You take some of these ships out here.
Pull up.
Let's again do some low-level flying here.
Pull up.
Turn around me, things are okay. They're not too bad.
Altitude.
I can see that, and I can see the altitude very easily. Let's just do a quick turn here.
Pull up.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and actually get out of this now, and we'll change the pixel density to 0.05. I mean, not 0.5. And see how things look. So click OK. And what I'm looking to see if everything's black now, I'm looking to see if things are better or worse. Right now they're worse because everything's black. Looks like it's resetting. Okay, it just kind of okay, just kind of reset itself. Looking around, it looks a lot worse. But just to be fair, let's go in and we'll do a couple of flights. Yeah, everything's a little harder to read at this point. Even the file. What I'm looking to see is if this actually improves like lag in flight, like head movement, stuff like that. I don't know. I'll take a look. I mean, we'll see what it does. It looks definitely a lot different. It looks a lot worse right now. I will see how it looks in game. In game, it is a little harder to read the menu. So maybe we'll just do one quick flight with the Gazelle. Yeah, it's bad. Now I can't even read these dials at all. So, well, let's just give it a quick flight here. Yeah, even when you zoom in, like it's not good. So let's just go ahead and do a quick flight here. Again, these new grass flowers, they just look weird in VR. It's kind of hard to explain, but it is a little weird looking. Just come over here to the field. Alright, let's land. Yeah, I can't read the dials very well on this one, so we're just going to call out on this one. We're just going to go and change it to 2.5. See how it feels, because if that's worse, then 2.5 should be amazing. Alright, everything's black again. So, so far, my recommendation is don't use the zoom. I don't know. It just, for me, somebody gets motion sickness, it feels very nauseating to use it. So, not recommended. Right now, looking at the menu, everything looks beautiful. Looks really nice and sharp. We'll go in to do a flight and see how she looks. I mean, so far I'm liking this a lot better. Did it go to, hold on. It went out of full screen mode, hold on. There you go. Yeah, full screen mode, just for the recording. I don't think I really need it when you're flying normally. It might help just in case you want to click start and things like that. Sometimes the mouse gets on the other side, things like that. So it just kind of helps with that. Everything's really super sharp, which is nice. But the real test will be how are my gauges going to look. And the gauges, they look amazing actually. Like almost as good as the cockpit. Like there is a little bit of a kind of a lag. I want to say a little bit of a, yeah, if I'm not moving that's fine, but like a little bit of a kind of lagginess to it. Like I think it's going to be a little hard to fly with it, but the dials I could actually read very nicely. So I think between 1 and 2 I gotta find a sweet spot that's not so laggy. I mean, not really like it's like a momentary lag kind of when you move the head. So let me just switch to one of the other aircraft real quickly, and we'll take a look. Let me just try the F-15 and just see how the dials look on that one, and then I'll see if I can maybe move it back to 2 and see if 2 is okay. So the dials, I still have a little bit of a hard time reading them on this side, but then again, they're really small. But yeah, they're not bad. I think just because when I move my head, it doesn't move as quickly. I think I want to move it down a little bit. So let's go ahead and move it down to 2, and we'll see how 2 rolls out. And by the way, for system here, I do have everything kind of on high, so maybe that could be tweaked down a little bit, but I don't know. Alright, let's try 2 out and see how it feels. I got blackness again. So how you guys been? Leave me a comment below. Okay, so 2, not bad. I can read the menus very easily. I was able to read them in 1, so it's not surprising I could read them at 2. We'll see how the sync issue is. And again, basically what it boils down to was I move my head, and you can see it's kind of a little bit of a lag behind me, so it's not a natural feel. When I move my head, I want everything to kind of be in focus all the time when I move my head. So it was kind of like out of focus a little bit when I move my head. So we'll see. Again, I went into, need to put in full screen mode here. Hold on. Okay. So this is not bad. When I'm not moving my head, everything's in focus fairly nicely. Moving my head, there's still a little bit of stagger there, but overall I think it's usable. Right now I can tell my RPM is, my torque thing is at 70. I can read this dial very nicely. The compass I can make up pretty nicely as well. So north is right here. So I think 2 is not bad. I will try it with the other jets and take a look here. Let's go ahead and just land. A little bit of a, gotta get better on my landings. All right, let's go to the A10 first. Now with the A10, one thing I do notice is how close I am to the seat. So let me see if I can maybe do this. We center it here, and then that feels a little bit better. Let me raise my seat up a little bit. Yeah, I just felt really close to the space there. So let's go ahead and fire the guns again. Let's see how the TGP. I mean, I don't know how anything on TGP, but I can read that pretty nicely. Not bad at all. The CDU is a little hard to read. Yeah, I can read a lot easier, but again, if I was using a CDU, I'd just be down here, you know, so I'd be pretty much close to it anyway. Let's see how zooming in. That's not too bad. Alright, let's take out those ships again. That's a lot more than you should normally fire in a good GAU 8.
Altitude.
Again, the altitude stuff's easier to read. And upside down, still terrifying to fly. Let's just go ahead and circle around here. So overall, my recommendation would be pixel density around 2. But it might be different, you know, if we turn down everything to medium or, you know, things like that. Might make things better. In fact, let's do that real quickly. Let me make everything, let me do this. We'll make everything medium, and then we'll make the pixel density 2.5 and see if that makes a difference. So let's do that. Let's do medium. I'm just going to use the preset. And then I will do the VR, and I'll do 2.5. And again, we got blackness. So, talk amongst yourself. I'll give you a topic. Rhode Island, either road or an island. Discuss. Alright, coming back here. Now let me just go right into it and make it full screen. There we go. And again, everything's super sharp because it's on the highest setting. So we'll see if it's any better with the sync, basically the lag issue. I guess this should be somewhere back here, but that's alright. So let's try Gazelle. Okay, everything's super sharp, really nice. Yeah, you can still tell, you can still feel it. A little bit of a sync issue, you can still feel it. So, I'm going to go ahead and just keep 2.0, and I'm going to keep my other settings at high. And just go back in here. So, my recommendation is 2.0. And then whatever you normally use. I normally use high. I guess let's see what the VR settings are. So you know what? Let's test the VR setting. I just noticed that for the first time that there's a VR setting in there. So let's try VR with 2. Let's try 2.5 again. And see how that looks. So let's find another topic to talk about. Let's see. Do you think the F-35 is going to replace the A-10C in the close air support role? Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, now we're back. So let's make it full screen again. Okay. Let's go mission editor. I hate how it doesn't keep my... Well, I guess it technically rebooted itself, but that's alright. So it's nice that they have a VR preset. I just didn't realize it was there until now. I probably should have researched more things before I did this, but you know, we're testing it along with me. This is the process I go through. So everything's really sharp. Yeah, still a little bit of a laggy. So let me go ahead and put it back to 2. I don't think I can do it in here, so I have to go to here, and let's go in here. So let's talk about the VR settings. Let's go back to 2. So I think my recommendation is going to be, obviously, enable it, because if you have it, you want to enable it. Pixel density at 2, use mouse, and keep the cursor confined to the game window, and use the Alt Enter on the right, right Enter, obviously, to kind of make it full screen, so your mouse doesn't go beyond the boards, because whatever that constraint is, obviously it's not doing it. And I guess use the VR preset, which let's take a look at for a sec. So the preset has textures medium, terrain textures high, civilian traffic low, water medium, visible range high, heat blur off, shadows medium, obviously my resolution, and keeps everything on here. HDR is on, and it's interesting. So let's do a quick flight again, just to end out the video here. And again, if you have any questions, anything like that you want to ask, feel free to do so. And we'll try to get it done. The other thing, I don't know if there's a way to turn off that grass, but that grass is annoying. Just the flowers, just the way they look in VR is just a little bit annoying. I don't know. If it bothers you, let me know. If it doesn't bother you, let me know as well. I guess it doesn't look 3D-ish in the virtual reality settings. So, did I not make it full screen yet? I did not. There we go. It just looks weird, especially when you take off and when you look further, because it's not 3D-ish. You can see it right here. It's a 2D flat image, and it's really weird to look at. It kind of hurts the eyes a little bit, because it's not modeled in 3D. And again, to model flowers in 3D would be really a weird overkill for DCS. To probably would hit the pixel really hard. So let us go land on top of a building somewhere. So I can read things fairly nicely. I'm enjoying it. And let us go land on top of that building right there. So again, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Any particular module you want me to see fly with the virtual reality, let me know, and I will go ahead and I own all the modules, and I don't know how to fly all of them, but I'm always willing to learn. And I know the F5, they said it's coming out either next week or the week after that, so we'll definitely have to do that kind of flight. Because that'll be awesome. And that's pretty much it. Just land here. There we go. So hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you want me to do next time. Any modules or any requests, I will definitely do it. I do have kind of a concept thing I'm going to work on with the virtual reality. I do have something I want to test out kind of as a concept and see if it'll work. I'm hoping it does, and I'm hoping it'll be cool, but we'll see. I won't know till we actually do it. But stay, that's probably won't be for another couple weeks or so, just because I have to get a couple props and a couple things together, and I'll let you guys know. But keep on flying, and hope you enjoy the video. That's right, I just alt-tabbed into the XSplit broadcaster just so I can close it. But, so, bye-bye, guys.